I overheard some people having a conversation at Tech today, and one kid he said I'm a grammar Nazi, which is a very weird thing to say. You know what you're trying to say when you say I'm a grammar Nazi? You're trying to say I'm very particular about grammar. You know what everyone hears? I'm very particular about grammar. Also, I kill Jews. Me and my friends, we gather, well, my friends and I kill Jews. Okay. I saw some crazy shit today. I saw someone reading a book. Do you get why this is weird? Not like on an iPad or a Kindle, but like with ink and paper and a bookmark and shit. I was creeped out. I was like, what the fuck are you, Amish? Okay, this is a true story, all right? So I was texting one of my friends, Samarth, okay? And that's his real name. I just don't give a shit. And I was texting him, and I sent him I moved into a new apartment, so I was like, hey, bro, moved into a new apartment. When are you coming over? No response for like a month, right? Sent him another one. I was like, he's busy. I said, when are you coming over? Need to hang out. No response for a month, okay? Finally, I got upset. I was like, come on, you can't be that busy. So I was like, where have you been, bro? Immediately, I get a response that says, shut up. I was like, you shut up. And he was like, you're fat. You have a fat butt. And I was like, that's a really weird juvenile comeback, you know? So I was like, I may have a fat butt, but your mom loved it when I fucked her last night. No response. For hours, okay? So I freak out. I Facebook messaged him, and I said, yo, Samarth, just so you know, when we were texting, I was joking. He Facebook messaged me right away and said, oh, I changed my phone number like 6 months ago. And then like clockwork, my phone rang, okay? And it was almost like an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist. I was like, well, then who has this been the whole time? So I answered it, and there was this lady on the other end, and she was like, excuse me, who is this? And I pussied out so fast. I was like, my name is Zain Sharif. I'm 21 years old. I go to Georgia Tech. I'm sorry. Here's my social security number. She was like, do you know you've been texting and calling my 10-year-old son for 6 months? I panicked. I didn't know what to say. I was like, ma'am, I assure you I did not have sex with your son's mother. I don't want you to get any ideas. She was like, if you ever text him again, I'm calling the cops. It's like, okay. So then I hung up and sent him a dick pic. No, I'm kidding. I could have, though. It's not illegal for him to have a dick pic of me. It's illegal for me to have a dick pic of him. Okay. Good. New material's going well. I was thinking about games that we used to play as a kid. Like Truth or Dare was a very popular one, which is kind of a weird fucking game because there's no one's regulating the shit, you know? Just pick truth and then lie your ass off. Just say truth and then whatever they say no. And Dare had no regulation either, right? There was no like Dare police. You could say whatever. You could be like Dare and they'd be like, eat your own shit. And you'd be like, ugh, that's gross. And they'd be like, I double dare you. You'd be like, wah, wah, wah. The game should have been called Truth or Dare, or I changed my mind, that's weird as shit, I'm gonna go with Truth. I guess I could do this. I read a BuzzFeed article and it was talking about like what it means to be a man and like the new definition of masculinity and like what your obligations are as a man. So I started reading it because clearly I have no idea. And it said, okay, so this was an example this is real text, okay? I'll show it to you guys. It said, as a man, this is your obligation. If you ever see a woman walking home alone late at night, it is your duty to first communicate your presence and that you are not a threat. And 2, to maintain a safe, consistent distance from her. Again, I don't know much about being a man, but that sounds like a recipe for fucking disaster. You see a woman walking home alone late at night. She hears footsteps. She huddles. She gets into her jacket a little more. And you're in the back, and you're like, hey, I just want you to know that I'm here, and I'm not gonna rape you. If you hear me breathing heavily, it's not because I'm masturbating. It's because I have asthma issues, And then she huddles closer and she starts walking faster. And you start walking faster, then she starts running, and you're like, hey, hey, come back. I have to maintain a consistent distance from you. Ooh, weird rules, man. All right, I'm going to close with this. This went well. This is good. Thanks, guys. Again, we were talking about the Nazi thing, right? The grammar Nazi. I heard some kids on campus, some frat guys, obviously. They said, they were like, no homo, bro. Fucking no homo, bro. That's a weird phrase. Like, when has no homo actually needed to be said? Like, two straight guys are hanging out, and one of them's like, dude, I like your haircut. And the other one's like, all right, so bend over. He's like, what? And he's like, you noticed my haircut, so now I get to fuck you in the asshole. And he's like, I don't think that's the appropriate reaction to what I said. And the other guy's like, should have said no homo, you piece of shit. So, all right, thanks, guys. My name's Zain Sharif. Thank you.
Does anyone know who Elliott Smith is? Okay. So, yesterday was his death anniversary. So I figured I would pay him homage by playing a song by him. It's called Memory Lane. Let's see if I can get comfortable here before I start playing. Okay, this seems all right. I'm gonna take my keys off. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear that? This is the place you end up when you lose the chase, when you're dragged against your will from a basement on the hill. And all anybody knows, you're not like them. They kick you in the head and send you back to bed. Isolation pushes you through this tunnel to a bright world where you... bright tunnel. Everybody's scared of this place, so staying away. Your little house on memory lane. The mayor's name is Fear, and his force patrols the pier from a mountain of cliche that advances every day. The doctor spoke a cloud, he rained out loud. You'll keep your doors and windows shut and swear you'll never show a soul again. But isolation pushes you past self-hatred, guilt, and shame to a place where suffering is just a game. Everybody's scared of this place, so staying away. Your little house on memory lane. If it's your decision to be open about yourself, be careful or else, be careful or else. I'm comfortable apart, it's all written on my chart, and I take what's given me most cooperatively. I do what people say and lie in bed all day, absolutely horrified. I hope you're satisfied. Isolation pushes you till every muscle aches, down the only road it ever takes. Everybody's scared of this place, so staying away. Your little house on, your little house on, your little house on memory lane. Thanks. Can I get my voice down a little bit and the guitar up and the monitors? Thanks. My voice down and the guitar up a little bit? Cool, thank you. Okay, so the next song is kind of different than the last song I just played. It's kind of a bluegrass. It's by The Devil Makes Three. And if you guys like bluegrass, they're actually going to be at the Variety Playhouse on Saturday, so you should check them out because they're really good. All right. It's called Gracefully Face Down. Lately things ain't been going my way. Consequently, I've been drinking nearly every day. It's hard to keep your head up when they're knocking you down, so I've been making my old go-around. Drinking bottom shelf bourbon to ease my mind. It seems to work alright till closing time. But when you know you're gonna come down every night, well, there ain't no way you'll ever feel satisfied. It ain't that hard to figure where to begin. It's Friday night, so I'm rushing in. Like a fool, I get it anywhere I can. Well, I've been having a hard time walking a straight line, seeing two of every single neon sign. Well, now you'll find me downtown, gracefully face down, just wishing I could feel alright. Well, lately I've been walking around with eyes closed. It seemed like I've been heading down the wrong road. I thought I'd find my way by now, but I still got lost somehow. You say shots fall down from heaven above. You might lose a friend, you might fall in love, but you know you're gonna come down every night, and there ain't no way you'll ever feel satisfied. 6 in the morning till your dying day, it's straight bad news and bills to pay. But come 5 o'clock, you're feeling good again. Well, I've been having a hard time walking a straight line, seeing two of every single neon sign. Well, now you'll find me downtown, gracefully face down, just wishing I could feel alright. Well, I've been so high, hit my head on the ground. I sat up from the floor, seen the room spin round. But when you squint real hard through the bottom of the bottle, things really don't look so bad. Uh-oh. He was going so... I had a lot of momentum. All right, let's try again. It was... Well, I've been so high, hit my head on the ground. I sat up from the floor, seen the room spin round. But when you squint real hard through the bottom of the bottle, things really don't look so bad. You drink a cheap malt liquor from a 40-ounce bottle, a fifth of bourbon, some pills if you got 'em. But you know you're gonna come down every night, and there ain't no way you'll ever feel satisfied. Yeah, oh my gosh. There's years of my life I don't remember at all. Like one bright evening I can barely recall. There was a sticky situation in a barroom bathroom stall. Well, I've been having a hard time walking a straight line, seeing two of every single neon sign. Well, now you'll find me downtown, gracefully face down, just wishing I could feel alright. Yeah, I've been wishing I could feel alright. Yeah, I've been wishing I could feel alright. All right, thanks.
Thank you so much, guys. That was so good. They're not done. Well, thanks for that first song. God.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try some new stuff today, if that's okay. Um, I didn't know this was like a Halloween themed open mic. I had no idea. I felt bad about not coming with a costume, but then again, I'm one shirt away from being a walking skeleton, so worked out. So when I was growing up, I grew up in like an apartment complex in Bangalore, which is a city in South India, and during my childhood, there were a lot of aunties who used to live with me. Now, if you don't know what an auntie is basically an Indian middle-aged, unemployed housewife. I'm looking for the guy with a slightly spherical figure, and there were a lot of them, and these aunties would always kind of sit together in like the center of our apartment complex. And now I know you might not be familiar with like Indian communities and how they work, but if I say 5 middle-aged housewives sitting together, I'm pretty sure everyone here knows what that means. Like that is universal. I know you know this because I've seen your TV shows. But so they're all there, and they would judge, and they would like judge everyone. Okay, like they would just that's all they did. They just spent their entire day judging everyone. Now, and these women were hawks. Nothing like they didn't skip a beat. Something happened on the other side of the city. They knew it. Imagine there's an auntie next to me, and imagine the stage can support her. And we're here at Under the Couch. There's a couple. There's like a boy and a girl in the CRC. They don't know each other. They walk past each other. The boy's hand slightly brushes against the girl. They don't notice, and they walk away. Auntie here. Pregnant. That is literally, that's their thought process, and I've seen the population stats, it's probably true. But like that's literally how they thought, and it was so weird, growing up with these, because not only were they there, and they judge all my friends, they didn't judge me. I think you needed to have a girl next to you, and no. So they judge all my friends, and on the other side there were like these grand aunties, like the mothers, the grand aunties. They would sit on the other side of the complex, and they'd be judging the aunties, right? So it would just be like one grand auntie would like slowly tilt her head, open her eyes, look, and be like, you know that middle-aged one, or, do you know that one in the center? I heard she's getting the divorce. Another one goes, what, divorce? Or, oh, you know these newfangled kids. Now, that woman's 45, but these newfangled kids, no, nowadays you can just stop the marriage. And all the aunties go like, oh, you can do that? I mean, you can do that. And that's like that is the environment I grew up in. It was really conservative, and it was kind of annoying, and that's really why I came here. I wanted to sort of like get a break from all that and like see some new things, see some things that I wouldn't get to see in India, like, you know, like different races and like sort of openness, hospitality, sidewalks, just stuff I wouldn't get to see at home, and toilets, and like we would. So I came here, and you guys are a lot more open than than most of the people I grew up with. Because, well, okay, you guys are open most of the time. There's a slight catch here. Like, you're very accepting of other cultures. Like, if I told an American at that, oh, it's a Hindu festival today, so I'm just gonna dress up and I'm gonna have some biryani and I'm gonna like eat Indian food and dance to some Bollywood music. They'll probably, most of them, will just go like, oh my God, that's so sweet. He's celebrating his culture. He's so in touch with his heritage. You know, I love the diversity he adds to our community. It's so fantastic. It's so fantastic. That's usually how the reaction is, and it's very sweet. But you guys just get ultra conservative about weird things. I could say that and it's fine. But if I say, for example, if I say aluminium instead of aluminum, hey man, I don't know what kind of backwater shithole you come from, but when you're in our country, you speak the fucking language. And I don't know what to say. I'm just like, sorry, Kunal. And like it was, and that's why I came here. I came here because I wanted to meet people who I wouldn't get to meet back home because of the diversity here. And he's in the audience. And the first person I saw, is he in the audience? I don't know. The first person I saw was, he was my floor mate, and he was an Indian Mormon. Now, when I heard this, are you here? Is he here? No, he probably left. But when I first saw him, I was so happy. Like, you have no idea how happy I was. Because it's like the same, it's this, I was just grinning for the whole day. It's the same kind of happiness you have when you discover like a shiny Pokemon, or a woman in an ECE class, like that kind, just that sort of, whoa, okay, this is a thing, I didn't know. And, oh, there he is. And yeah, it's so weird, like, because that was my introduction, and that, like, I was so happy for that was the first person, not because he was a great friend, he is, but you know, whatever. And because because like an Indian Mormon is something I never thought I would see, right? Like, that's like, those are two words I never thought I'd hear together. That would be like lovable lawyer, or black Coldplay fan, or President Trump. Like, who the fuck even would even think of just weird stuff like that? And yeah, he's here, so I just wanted to make the joke, and I think that's my time, guys. Thank you.
And she spoke words that would melt in your hand. And she spoke words of wisdom to the basement people, to the basement. Many surprises await you in the basement people, in the basement. You hid there last time, you know we're gonna find you stuck in the car, 'cause you're not up to going out on the main street completing your mission. You hid there last time, you know we're gonna find you stuck in the car, 'cause you're not up to going out on the main street completing your mission. And she spoke words that would melt in your hand. And she spoke words of wisdom to the basement people, to the basement. Many surprises await you in the basement people, in the basement. You hid there last time, you know we're gonna find you stuck in the car, 'cause you're not up to going out on the main street completing your mission. You hid there last time, you know we're gonna find you stuck in the car, 'cause you're not up to going out on the main street completing your mission. There it is.
Hey, so this is the Full Pocket Chocolate. So we actually used to play together in high school a little bit, and so this is our first time playing in probably about 2 years. So
We had one show in high school.
and it was great. I wasn't there. So. Okay, so we're gonna do "The Honest Truth" by a band called Typhoon. Said I was honest. I never said I was honest, but I am true. I am true. We all see something different. All recall something different when we watch the parade go marching through. So be kind to all of your neighbors. Be kind to all of your neighbors, 'cause they're just like you. They're just like you. And you're nothing special unless they are too. All my time Thank you.
Thanks.
She told me not to step on the crack. Told her not to fuss, just relax. Stop me in my tracks. But now she sleeps with one eye open. Yeah, that's the price she paid. So I went and I cut out her eye. I took it home, watched it wither and die. But she's lucky I didn't slip that smile. But now she sleeps with one eye open. Yeah, that's the price she paid. I said, hey, girl with one eye, get your filthy fingers out of my pie. I said, hey, girl with one eye, I'll cut your little heart out, 'cause you made me cry. So I know that you were disturbed. You told me, baby, oh, it's not gonna hurt. Oh, my reputation's kinda clouded with dirt. But now she sleeps with one eye open. Yeah, that's the price she paid. I said, hey, girl with one eye, get your filthy fingers out of my pie. I said, hey, girl with one eye, I'll cut your little heart out, 'cause you made me cry. Oh, you made me cry. I said, hey, girl with one eye, get your filthy fingers out of my pie. I said, hey, girl with one eye, I'll cut your little heart out, because you made me cry. Thanks.
I made a recording. So when in a more alert state, I listened to said recording. Well, I was not impressed, but what I do have to say is it's a Halloween-themed open mic, and you can't make this sort of recording and then not perform along with it. So if you're not enjoying it at first, just remember there's going to be a sax solo at the end and you'll enjoy that part. Yeah, other than that, now introducing my one-man, excessively multi-tracked Rocky Horror cover band, featuring built-in laptop speakers, lots of fruit punch, and a cold in the live lead vocalist.
My